Yes, people, myself, Treehouse Walsh, you're back with the Treehouse podcast. We've got another guest for you. Power, what you telling me, bro?
Oh, God,
Good, yeah?
really cool,
Good to
bro.
finally meet you and get you in on the
bro.
sofa, bro. You telling me you good?
Yeah, there, bro.
Yeah, how was it?
Insane.
Yeah, I'm good, man. Thank you. How was your travel up here?
Bro, it weren't too bad, you know. I kind of like stayed halfway from yesterday. So
A little pit stop.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
trust
hear
me.
it. I hear
And
it.
then done the rest of the journey this morning, but you're good.
Yeah, man. Yeah, good. So, where we always start with these ones, bro, especially on the podcast, like, we could better delve into your history and your start. So, how did you start in music? Because obviously, I know bits.
Yeah.
But yeah, how did you start in music?
Basically, from the jump, I'd say young teens, I started off DJing,
Yeah.
group of friends and that.
What sort of music was you DJ?
Drum and bass to begin with.
Yeah.
So then, drum and bass. I always try to remember, but things have moved so fast that my memory just. But yeah, drum and bass, and then from school, like the last year of school, then I started working in a record shop.
Yeah.
In my ends, Waltham Forest, Leytonstone in particular. So then, I just got to know a lot of people in the drum and bass scene because they used to come drop records off. They would give me a little test press because they would see me working. So before you knew it, I had like a decent bag of like unreleased music or soon to be released music. And I was just mixing all the time. And then, so it was just like drum and bass for myself personally, the beginning. And then from the record shop, it was like pirate radio.
Yeah, I was going to get into that as well.
Yeah.
So how did that sort? Because obviously you was one of sort of the pioneers, what people say, and rightly so. Like you are a pioneer in pirate radio, like from especially in the early days. So like, how did that come about? And
well, the first time I got on pirate radio, Deluxe took me there. DJ Deluxe, he took me to Pressure FM.
Yeah,
that was a lot of us from East London, that was the first big station apart from Cool FM that you wanted to aim to get onto.
Yeah.
That was before like Rinse or anything like that. So Pressure FM was the station. So after I'd been mixing for a while at the record shops, like cutting dubs and stuff like that, Deluxe took me to Pressure and like a few people was already on there. I think Genius was already on there. Rico was definitely already on there.
Yeah.
And a few other man. And that was the first station. And actually the first time I went on there, because it was so big, I was so nervous, like I couldn't even lift the needle off the record, but I was so nervous that I had to mix them. Shook for a minute. Because I was just thinking about, everyone's looked into this, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like at that point, it's the biggest thing,
it
innit?
was overwhelming, brother. I couldn't hack it. I was so nervous. I couldn't believe it. So like after a while it was cool. Then I just started going radio loads.
Yeah.
Started doing sets with Rico and that, and then started building up my name a bit, DJing. Then when I went college, I met a guy from Bow, Derek, and he kind of introduced me to Genius.
Right, okay.
And then from there, it was like that's where the proper journey started when I met G and that.
Yeah. So what was the shift then? What made it become the proper journey? What do you mean by that? Like, start taking it more serious? Or
not
that
only
kind of
that,
thing?
G was starting the radio station Rinse, which with Slimzy, which was like had so much support in the ends.
Yeah.
Had some great people around, like some of the greats of today around, and I was like, it was just a good person to link, and so we was good friends at the time. And he brought me on Rinse, showed me a lot of stuff, showed me how to set up a station properly, like, and loads of stuff. Him and Slimzy, you know what I'm saying? So that was the start of like, we're doing music.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's a music thing, yeah.
So then how did we get from there to then like the Roof and that and the classic more? Obviously I was a bit younger back then, but like, so I don't remember. And obviously I'm up here in Manny, so I look back at that kind of thing, but like, what was it like living in that at the moment? Because it looked like it was like
that's the best time of my life. I mean, nothing will be as sick as that period. So first of all, we was all mainly on Rinse to begin with. So Junior, Slimzy, they orchestrated Rinse and everything and made it run the way that a radio needed to be run. So it was professional, even though it was pirate. You know what I'm saying? And Genius and Slim was doing events. People was producing, like, you had Trend about them days, R.I.P. Trend and that. Wiley was producing, Genius as well. So it was like, it was just a stable of young up and coming musicians, but the best of what I'd say London had to offer at the time, doing what we was doing. And it was just proper serious. Like, the radio was on all the time. Loads of good DJs, loads of good artists, good equipment. It was just like, and we just had the streets. We had the streets, definitely. Like, so it was like everything was building that.
So it felt more serious actually being there, and then like the audience felt more serious because it was bigger or whatever, and that kind of thing.
Like everyone, we started to be like hood famous and that. And like these times, there's no social media, so people just didn't know what they looked like until they met you or saw you perform at an event or something.
Because obviously there's no YouTube that kind of thing.
So it was like, that was like a bit more of the element of surprise when people came out to see an artist, is that half the time they've only ever heard them.
They've never seen them.
Seen them, you know what I'm saying? So
why probably the DVDs did so well and stuff exactly as well, because
because there was no other way of seeing the guys that you could constantly hear. And girls, you get what I'm saying? So we was getting bigger. Rinse got bigger. Loads of people got bigger. Loads and loads. And then Deja, Deluxe was on Deja, I was on Rinse, and then like Rinse and Deja merged for a short while. So like it was like both co-owned and they just merged a little bit. And then after that they separated, but I kind of took Deja mainly because I just wanted to try to do my own thing. Not because G or anyone did anything or was...
so there was no like ill fallout or nothing like that. It was just...
Not really. Not at that time. So so I went Deja, and Deja at the time was like big, but it was going through a phase of like the people who was running it was falling out, DJs were leaving, like some of the management was starting other stations and stuff like that. You get what I'm saying? So when I kind of got involved with it like that, it was just a shell. It was like, it had like a big audience, a wide range, a good dial, but I only had a few DJs. Because most of the DJs had left with one of the people that had fallen out with me. You get what I'm saying? So I kind of just gathered people that I knew in my local area and from like other areas as well, to kind of come on the station and try and build it up. So a lot of us used to have like 2-3 shows a week. And that's how it kind of started to get going at first. And then from there, it just kind of built up from there.
Who were the people that you got in with you at the start? Were it MCs or DJs?
Both. It was like crews. Like, but at the time, I just like had different DJs that played different things. So the crews was like Too Tough Crew, More Fire just like started then. Me. There wasn't that much people. Like, I'm gonna forget because it was so long ago. But that was it really. like Too Tough, More Fire, and just DJs like New Brand Flex, like Richie Montana and that. There was just like people that I just knew,
and they were the ones that helped build it up
and having loads of sets. And then where it just started building up, people started hollering at me. Then
to get on and and all that.
When I would go out, if I would spot DJs that were sick and that, I would approach them like Cold as Ice and Entertainment Crew.
Like scouting.
Elliot Ness, like scouting. I'll say, yeah, you want to get a set on Deja? And I'll bring them in. Like, I found loads of people in dances, busting up dances, like Cold as Ice, busting up dances.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, come on Deja. So like, I started to have like people that were the best or the best up and coming at their thing, like the best reggae, the best R&B, the best hip hop, grime, drum, you know what I'm saying? So it was kind of like a community station. You could listen to Deja and you wouldn't just hear grime.
Yeah, it's different shows and stuff.
That's kind of what made it bigger.
Yeah.
Is that like, if you knew if it wasn't a Monday, you could just leave your station, your dial on Deja, and you could hear a variety of music, you know,
like throughout the day and that.
So that's how it was building. But obviously for the youths and that, the crews and that started taking off. So like Marcus Nasty phoned me and to get Nasty Crew on. It was just Mac 10, Sharky and Stormin. So then when they got on, like, it was a bit of a controversial time because they were sending for Pay As You Go, Remember Genius and that. So, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's mad, but like, they had the hype, but they were so rolled. I was like, raw, man, dealing with these guys is going to be crazy. But man just went with the risk, you get me? And then look, it's just mad after that. So when they came on the station, like, and started murking, it was like them, then they got More Fire and that. So that just two big crews, then More Fire had Oy.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? That was like number 7 and it was massive. So now we've got some gems. Then it just
builds from there.
Yeah, then from then. It's crazy from then.
So like building on from there, obviously, the Graphine series that you've got, obviously there's 1 to 3 is out.
Now, 1, 2, 3, 4 is coming.
Yeah. So obviously with 1 to 3, like, there's a lot of like big features on there and stuff. I feel like there's a lot of like the features are all like big names and no names in grime and stuff like that. Like, is that like something that you went into this project with the idea of, is like, I want to work with more people and have more features and that kind of thing, or did it just sort of like happen?
I tell you the truth with Graphine, you see most of the features that are on there and then big names, and they're not a lot of newcomers.
Yeah.
When their man was murking MCs on the roof, I was DJing. I didn't get to MC with them.
Yeah.
So
you span the block.
Now I need a chance.
Yeah, I rate it. Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? And I just want it there, like, you know, so I've DJ'd for them all.
Yeah.
We bust up dances around the world. And then like we've come and made a song together.
Yeah.
Hopefully do the same thing again. You know what I'm saying? So, and they're my favorite MCs.
Yeah.
They're what made me stick at it. They're what made me get up every day to turn the rigs on, turn them off and do all the work, because that was my thing. A lot of other stations, they wanted the scene to be based around DJs.
Right.
I knew for grime to go the way it needed to go, the MCs had to lead it, in the sense that they are what people the most that they wanted to see. And you know what I'm saying? You don't want to just sit there and watch someone standing behind the turntables.
Yeah.
The MCs was busting up stuff, and I knew that we had to somehow help them, like, to get big, because I'd only ever seen other MCs spitting American and all that stuff. And you know what I'm saying? I was like, like, you see D Double coming with his own style, this guy, like, I was like, whoa, this is mad. Like, we have to do our own thing and get through, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's all right to take influence, but you got to...
Yeah, because we're influenced by loads of different genres.
Yeah, of course, but you need to keep it that authentic.
Authentic. So it was like, like, it's just, it's been amazing. And the artist is like the main people that I wanted to MC with, and that I wish I was MCing with before.
Yeah, when you was DJing. Yeah.
Because they're the ones that I would have shouted and wanted to do sets with.
So out of them ones, like, do you have like a Percy is the one there that you think, like, not because of the feature or anything, but just like the tune, you think like, that's the one that's like out of the 1 to 3. Because obviously some of them have done like big like snipers done mad numbers.
Yeah, like my Percy is D double, but then Skep's very close.
Yeah.
Like, and the thing with Skeps is the production.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I always rate someone a little bit more.
Yeah,
Personally,
even though
anyway.
D double can make beats, but Skeps makes beats the way man works beats. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He makes sick rhythms. Trust me, Skeps cold with it. But MC wise, it like I would say double because he's double, innit?
Yeah.
And like he's like stubble.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's gonna argue with.
Yeah, but there's so many, like loads of them, to tell you the truth. Like so many from Deja. Like so many like that. Even ones that ain't MCing now. Like if they was to spit now, I'd be gassed. You get what I'm saying?
And you'd want to do a tune with them and stuff. Yeah.
Trust me. So I'm just like happy like everyone, majority is still about.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? And just doing their thing. But
yeah,
Graphine is definitely just the MCs that I know personally, the ones that I rate and the ones that would work with me.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I hear it. So then obviously with volume 4, like the Cozzy one that's out now.
Yeah, Cozzy.
You get me.
Killer MC with Sook.
Yeah.
And I've done Start That with Warrico.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's obviously, let's talk about that one with Warrico. Like obviously he's clashed on Lord of the Mics.
Yeah.
Big clash, by the way. One of my Percy's on Lord of the Mics, like for real. You love that one as well, innit? Like Keith loves that one.
Warrico's blessed, man. We've always been blessed since then.
Yeah.
Like,
did you know him before the clash?
No, I didn't know him before the clash. I knew he was sick though.
Yeah. You knew of him and stuff like that.
Yeah, threw me into the Lions Den. That's what I knew. But Warrico's sick, man, and he's a good person as well. You know what I mean? So,
because on that tune, sorry, if I remember correctly, you do like
back to back
but it's similar to the clash bars.
And that
from Lord of the Mics
kind of
3.
Warrico's idea. It was like, I'm gonna draw for a couple of references and that. Yeah, so that's what he wrote. But Warrico's blessed, and like so we did that because we're not like enemies. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I thought it would be good to just do a little tuning.
Yeah, no, it is. It's a good one for like, because I'm a Lord of the Mics fan, you get me? And when I seen that and I heard the tune, I'm like, nah, I rate it.
Heard nothing from Reeks in a little while, and he's a sick MC, man.
Yeah, he's very, very cold.
He does a lot more, you know what I mean? He's done a lot for Nottingham, I think. Loads, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I just hope like he does a bit more still.
Yeah, big up Warrico, man. Cold MC. Talk, man, about the honey blunts, innit? Remember that? Yeah, man, I remember, man. So yeah, bro, obviously we're here having a conversation on the Treehouse podcast and that, but you also have your own platform as well that we're going to start seeing this sort of stuff on.
I started it a few years ago to carry on from like the stuff I used to do on the roof before, but to tell you the truth, I've been lazy and I haven't been using my resources and my platforms and that to the best of my abilities. So now I am going to.
Yeah.
So hopefully any new youths that are about and that can get a little push in the right direction with this music thing. So
yeah,
I am doing it properly again. And what I want to do is showcase the music and let people know about the artist. So what I've been doing is like interviews with artists doing a performance after and just asking them some basic questions. Just people get to know who they are, what they got out, how long they've been doing this thing, and then get to see them perform.
Also, you have a sit down with them, conversation,
and then we just move up, and then they just start performing 3 tunes.
Ah, right, so sick. Yeah, that's a sick idea.
That's that. Because I couldn't think of anything else to do that wasn't just sitting down and talking. I think there's been enough talk.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, and I don't think I need to come and speak. So, that's what I came up with.
Yeah, no, it's sick. So
I weigh that because people do like when people talk. So I wanted to have a short convo, but still the main focus to be about the music.
Yeah, no, I rate that.
You know what I'm saying? There's enough people already doing things for the talking side.
Yeah.
We need something to focus on the music more.
Yeah. No, it's a good idea. So you said obviously you're not being lazy with that anymore.
No,
We've
I'm
got
not being
stuff
lazy.
coming
So
with that.
I got that. That's one side of it. Then obviously I do the sets with the DJs and all the MCs, and we order catering and we have loads of drinks and food and we bust up a set. They're up on the YouTube. We're gonna do those as well. But
is that like an event where people can buy a ticket, or is that like a
no?
thing?
I just for us lot.
Right. Yeah.
I just phone the MC, see who can make it.
Yeah.
Invite them down. Then I'll get the caterers to do some foods, and then I'll get some drinks.
Yeah, I think I seen the last one. Logan was there, innit? Logan Sama and Thank You XP was there. Yeah, I remember that one.
Quite a few. So big up all the artists that have come out, but I'm gonna do loads more, and I want to do takeovers now as well. So
yeah,
I want like for instance, you lot come down with the MCs, you DJ, and then
we'll definitely Treehouse takeover as well. Yeah, man.
And then like artists when they got projects dropping, they come and bring their features, perform the tunes, and then do a set after.
Yeah,
I want to do a lot of that stuff to push the music.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I think that's important. We have to push.
Yeah, we need more outlets and that. Yeah, like, obviously we do this, but like you say, this is a talking thing. Put the music.
So I just want the music to get a lot more coverage.
Yeah.
Than what someone done when they went home who was a musician.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So who do you who you feeling in grime at the minute? Who's like someone that you think, they're moving correct and you like the music and the rollout and that, who's sort of impressing you at the minute?
There's loads.
Yeah.
We're not loads because we know, but just everyone that's bait. And to be honest, it's anyone that's just working.
Yeah.
Whether I like them or not, whether they're doing a good single, a good rollout, putting a project together.
Videos and all that sort of stuff, yeah.
Putting it out, even if it's just Bandcamp, whatever you're doing, as long as you're doing it with your full heart and you're trying to push the scene and the music, I rate you.
Yeah.
Whether you get 1 stream or 10 million, I got ratings for you because everything helps.
Yeah.
I don't rate no one else that chats shit and doesn't put music out. I don't rate them.
Yeah. No, we can't rate that over here, bro.
I don't rate them.
Yeah, we don't rate you guys, man.
I don't rate them, and I don't need to rate them or like them. And I don't, because I think it's just a hindrance to the scene.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's trying to like take us backwards, and like we were sort of saying earlier and that. But yeah, so
but loads, and the standout ones that are trying hard is Cruise and Duppy that I know locally. I don't know all the rest, but I know there's loads trying. But the ones I see in Duppy, like Mango, obviously, there's like Jamie constantly.
Yeah, man.
Like just everybody. Nifs, like, you know what I mean? I'd never heard of him. I saw your tweet one day and you was like, oh, I think Nifty had the best project of this year or something. And I thought, right, man, I dropped a good little couple things. Wall sheet. Let me check this out.
Yeah. Now, because I remember you messaged me and I said to you, I said, bro, just listen to it, bro.
So just like, cool. I listened to it and I said, you know what? This is a good project.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
for him to say that, I understand.
Yeah.
He said that.
Yeah. And the thing is, as well, I worked on it with him as well, so I was obviously
it was a good project.
Bit of home team biased as well. So
I'd never heard or seen him before.
Yeah.
And then I saw your tweet, and you said that this is probably one of the best grime projects of whatever year it was.
Yeah.
And I was like, what?
Stand by it, man. I stand by it. It was a very solid project,
and it was cold.
Yeah.
And then I became a fan, and we got a tune now.
Yeah, and you got your signed copy as well.
Yeah, I got my signed copy.
Yeah, man.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so,
man.
Like, I checked it out, like, because I thought, wow, why would someone say that?
Yeah.
It's bare thing.
Yeah. But, and you know what I'm like, though, as well.
And you play bare people's music.
Yeah.
So for you to say that, I was like, rah.
Yeah.
That's what made me check it out. And it was a good project. It was a proper, solid project.
Yeah, big up Nifs, man. Big up Nifs.
Yeah, so just everybody that's working, just keep working. Anyone that's working and trying to push things, because we don't need to go back. We need to go forward.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The scene's been at greater heights before. It's been at lower lows. So we just got to push. And anyone that's putting out music, I rate it. I got no problem with you. Or nothing, whether we speak or don't speak. I want you to put music out and do your thing, and I'll do my thing.
It's an ecosystem, isn't it? Like it's like Wiley says the village, and he puts it as back like to the village and that. Like everyone's got a chip in it in that sense.
The shit ones I don't mind, because look, trees and fruits and veg, they grow in horse manure.
Yeah.
So you need the other things around as well, innit?
Yeah, you got to, that's what I mean, ecosystem. Everyone's got to sort of help each other. You get me?
Yeah, but I do genuinely just want everyone to just put music out, who does grime music, our thing, and let's just swing it out with singles and projects.
Yeah, we got to sell records, man.
Yeah, we want to sell records.
Yeah, got to have something to sell
and all that, but we want to sell records. So
yeah, definitely, and sell tickets as well, man.
And do events and everything, because otherwise it's not a scene if you're not doing anything else.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, and like you said, with the roof and that and the things that you do, you're one of the people that contribute.
Yeah, I'm trying,
so big up to you
there's
as well,
loads of people that are doing what I should have been doing, what I did do ages ago, that are doing good stuff. There's people trying new stuff. There's new kids. There's Trav.
Yeah, Trav Presents, man. Big them up, man.
Loads of new people that, like, if they wasn't doing what they was doing, what would we have seen?
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I just pick them all up. Like, whoever's working, we can't worry about who it is. We just got to worry that work's getting done. If you're not doing it, be happy someone else is. So it's just there, you get me?
Yeah. I just want to bring it back, bro, to the pirate radio and like the mad times and that. Like, obviously there's like clips and stuff online and all that sort of stuff, like the famous ones where things are kicking off and all that sort of stuff. But there must have been some stuff that didn't get documented and that. Have you got any like mad pirate radio stories you could sort of share? It was nothing too mad, obviously. But like one that maybe didn't get documented, or like a mad clash, or not even a clash, like a skirmish or anything like that, where you're thinking he's clashing, or do you know what I mean? Because I DJ as well, innit? So I've been in rooms where I look up and I think, these man like sort of going back and forth on the sly here and that kind of thing. You know,
them times was a good times, but them times are very dangerous.
Yeah.
And you know what? I ain't, because you know what? The ones that I ain't documented, gotta say not documented.
Nah, fair enough.
There's so many of them. Like, you know what I mean? There's so many. And I don't want to open up old wounds for other people.
Yeah, fair enough, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Because like sometimes like someone might say something, you might just be at home chilling happily with your family. You see that? Like, you just get mad again. You get me?
Yeah. So digging PTSD and that.
So I just there's nothing.
Yeah.
I just want us to work, man.
All right, then let's put like a positive spin on it.
Okay.
What's like your favorite set that you DJ'd on the original roof?
On the original roof,
like your favorite set from that you was on deck.
To be, it's gonna be either the Wiley and Lethal B clash, or Dizzy and Crazy Titch, or East Connection versus Boys in the Hood, because that was a peak one.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen that. I've seen the first two.
That was on Raw. No, that's whack. That wasn't on the roof.
Right.
The roof. So it would have to be, that was just after the roof.
Right. Okay.
That was a sick one. But it would be Dizzy and Titch or Set, because that set was on for ages before that madness happened. It was actually a good set. You get what I'm saying? Until them two started swinging it out. It was a good set. There was a lot of murking. And then I think Jammer's birthday set was one. I'm not sure what year that was, but that was a crazy one. But there's been so many like undocumented ones where you've got like combos of people that have just randomly turned up
on a set together that you probably would never really see together or whatever.
Like MCs like from like Essentials, like which some are OGs now, like Gendo and that.
Yeah.
there were some good sets from them with Remedy and them MCs from South. Like, there were some good sets, man.
Yeah.
There were some good sets. Like, so it's just like, another good set on the roof was me and Dynamite, Miss Dynamite.
Sick.
That was one of my sick.
What year was that? Was that when she was?
Yeah. She was firing this time, and it was just me and her.
Sick.
And she was going sick. Like that.
Is that out there? Like, can you get that on YouTube? I'm gonna tap in with that still.
Miss Dynamite.
I bet have you got a lot of your old sets like documented yourself? That maybe
on tapes. Well, I got a good tape, but a lot of people have got some good tapes and they send me copies of them. But I've got some good ones though. I've got some good ones. I've got some legendary ones.
Are they like stored away?
This is there. But you know, over the years, I don't even think I got anything to play them on that. You know, you just throw things away. I got to try and get a tape deck from somewhere and see what's what.
Yeah, I think you can get a thing that like converts it, transfers it.
Yeah, so I'm gonna try and find something. But I got loads of stuff like that, and I got some footage of just the times after, like when we was flying away and stuff like Sweden and stuff like that with Gets and Skeps and
just like little like vlog type. Sick.
One time we went to Sweden and Wiley Gets Skeps, they were just all swinging it out. Like, it was sick still. Sick set, trust me.
Yeah.
So like, I've got some things that man can drop that people will see and stuff.
Yeah, like
the
classic
tapes, I'm gonna go through them. People ask me and that, people online.
Yeah.
Some of those pages, I had a look. What's that one?
What's that?
What's his name? He posts a lot of old stuff.
Oh, there's a couple pages.
Yeah, there's a couple.
There's a few
pages there, but one of them, he's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm going to try and find a few things he asked me for. I see him post something the other day on D-Double on Pressure FM, and that was like the first station that we really got, and that was proper.
So you'd like said, so he's got a channel that does that. Yeah.
I don't know where he gets them all from originally. It might be his from back in the day,
like his personal collection. Yeah.
But I've got a few, but I've lost loads, you know, just moving about over the
years. It happens, man.
Caring at the time, like, thinking like, who cares about these old tapes?
Yeah.
Nah,
and then here you are now, 20 years later, like shit.
Yeah, like bare sidewinder packs and that, like everything, like ones that I DJ'd at and stuff like that. I just threw that stuff away.
Yeah.
Like even now, like people phone me, like, come and do a set. Like, I'm struggling to put a bag together. I used to have bare dubs, like, but I just leave my record bags places and just forget about them and stuff like that. I only used to have dubs, like, mostly, you get me?
Yeah.
But now to like go and do a set, I had to phone Maximum the other day. I was like, Max, man, gotta load me up. Like, there's bare things, I ain't got nothing, you get me?
Does he hit Maximum up with some rhythms?
Yeah, but Max will have everything.
Yeah, that's a sick privilege that you have there, bro, to be able to just tap up Maximum and say, yo. Big up Maximum, man. So, bro, just sort of to like wrap up on that, what's next for you? What's next for The Roof? Obviously, we've got Volume 4.
Yeah, I'm going to drop Volume 4. I'm going to drop Volume 5. Then, because they've all been EPs, I want to do an album of all different tunes. Like, not like majority all different tunes, but like with a few like just different genres on there mixed up. Like just an album.
Yeah.
A solid album. And see from there. But I want to write a book as well, because people keep asking me stuff.
Yeah.
And I've got loads of stuff at home that remind me of stuff like flyers and stuff. Like, so when you ask me now, my mind's just frazzled. I can't remember, like, but when I sit down and go through that, and listen to tapes and that, and listen to the music and the old CDs and the mini disc of tunes I used to get, it will remind me of loads of stuff, and then times and eras of different MCs and that. Like, I want to talk about it, and even the MCs that don't get spoke about, that maybe some have passed away, I want to mention them, because
pay homage and that kind of thing.
They helped man out when like it was just like I didn't really have no one to fill in with the sets and stuff like that. So,
so they helped. What you mentioned earlier, they helped build the station back up.
So whatever people go and read the book and want to know, how did Deja become this place where these MCs were it was because of all these people.
Yeah. I feel like things like that are needed though.
It wasn't just down to me, because if it was just me there, it would have been, no one would have cared. It's everybody that participated in Deja at that time made it what it was. I was just smart enough to filter out the ones that I thought were better than others.
To
build
it up,
yeah. Do you get what I'm saying? Because like, I just think I managed it well at the time.
Yeah.
And did my best to bring it to the people. So like, when you heard a new MC that was busting up the airways, a few months later, you would see them at a Young Man Standing or an event. Do you get what I'm saying? And then they'll bust up the dance, then they're on their way.
Yeah.
That what they do after that, it's all down to them. If they keep going radio, if they start putting out records, if they'll get a deal, whatever they want to do.
Yeah.
You're on your way, or you can just start your career. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
that was that really. So
yeah, Young Man Standing as well. I heard about that. Is that like?
That was my event. So that was like under 18s, under 21s in some cases, but like, is thousands of kids used to come, bro.
Yeah, I've heard like people talk about it and
an hour before it even kicked off. The last person would, I think, Scorcher said something in the tune.
Ah, right, yeah.
Last single, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, it was one of the biggest, and like, only the best performed there. You had to be immersed.
So who was some of the names? Obviously, Scorcher.
Everybody.
Some of the names in that.
I'm not even sure if Scorcher did perform.
Were they under 18s, the performers, or just?
Nah, the crowd.
The crowd, right?
Under
yeah.
21s.
Yeah.
Under 18s. Yeah.
I've been to a few of them. I went to one that Chip was at in like Warrington when I was like 16.
Yeah.
And I went to one and Chip, because Chip was there in it.
Yeah.
I know a similar type vibe.
And then I would book more or less everyone from the radio would play at Young Man Standing.
Right, okay.
The MCs that were in more demand, and it would be the MCs that went radio more and worked harder, because everybody would know their lyrics and want to see them. Do you get what I'm saying? And then the artists would get inspired by it as well, because when they run out and see thousands of kids screaming your lyrics, they've never seen you before. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like, it was a good thing still.
And kids are more hyped than like adults as well, innit? So kids would be like, oh.
Yeah, it was mad.
Like,
it was mad still. So it was a good time. But we just got to just get back to this, doing some music. You know?
Yeah. So yeah, man, that's it then. Gonna keep doing the music, pumping out the videos, the tunes, the features.
So just do the album, then the book, then just chill out, bro.
Yeah. So with the books, has that started, or is that something that you?
Yeah, I've started it, and but I'm just trying to get all the flyers, all the info that I can from back in the past.
So you can put like them in there as well.
Put them in order, and not only that, just write down the memories from them, because like, I didn't really like pay too much mind at the time.
Like when you're in it, yeah.
Yeah, and plus it was like, I used to see it every single day.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like something I was registering, like seeing double, seeing these guys, seeing them knots on the roof. Yeah, say if I come to radio.
Yeah.
Like,
plus you're doing it that much. You do one thing and you can't even take that in, because you got to start thinking, oh, I've got a radio show tomorrow, or got a show on Saturday.
Plus I see everybody in the evenings when we're playing out as well, because there was so much raves. And like, where we're all working, we're all more or less on the same lineups.
Yeah.
Doing all the same raves. So it was like, and that was what was good for Graham as well, where it was made the community better, because we saw each other so much more.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? Like, we'd see each other at radio, we see each other at events. Like, it was consistent. Like, we'd always bucking to each other. So the disrespect thing and that, it wasn't so much, because you just see each other. Do you get what I'm saying? So
people
like, you didn't get to like be at home for a year or two and diss a man and not see him, like, and be in the scene.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It was impossible.
Yeah.
So like, now it's a bit different. So, but like, them times was better. So the community and the stuff like that. But yeah, bro.
So that's like more like what you're focusing on now as well, isn't it? Like you're doing what you're doing with like the feet, like coming up here with working with NIFs and working with like, you've done cruise, you did like around the country. And but it's the hard workers, like you said earlier. It's the hard workers that are working together in it, and
it's the hard workers that are working
that will build a community. And like you said, it will push everyone else behind them in the right direction.
As long as I've been in music and I've done music, I've never ever seen anyone work hard in the music and stay at it and get nothing.
Yeah.
I've never seen it.
Yeah, I think we said before we started filming, like it could take 30 odd songs, but then the 30s first.
Some people, they've gone off their first song they make.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Some people, they're just about to call it a day and then make it.
Yeah, exactly.
So you just got to love it a bit as well. You know what I'm saying? If you're just sitting there trying to get your turn, then you might just be sitting there forever waiting to get your turn. But if you enjoy it and do it, then, and you're consistent and you're working, you'll get something.
Yeah.
You'll definitely get what you've put in.
Yeah, I think Wiley tweeted time ago, I was like, remember it, he said, like, if you love the music, it will love you back. And like, it's so true, bro. Like,
So
the people who actually love it.
Draft that, everything else that's going on when you're releasing and you're doing your thing so you don't get disheartened or you're not watching or thinking things ain't working for you. Just stay in your own world.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? The Skepta told me that, like, you have to stay in your own world. The moment you start going into everybody else's, you're not going to complete nothing. Do you get what I'm saying? Just stay in your own and go for it. And when I drop, I try to stay in my own world.
Yeah. So you're not like watching other things.
I'm not watching nothing. I'm not asking for no help. I'm not breading no one. This is my music. This is what I can do. This is my video. This is what I'm saying. If you like it, safe, let's rock. If not, safe.
Yeah.
See you on the rebound because I'll be dropping again. You might like the next one.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, that's it, man. So yeah, look out for Graphine Volume 4.
Yes.
Tap in with the Roof and all the Power. I'll put all the socials down below, all the links and that. Yeah, man, big love for coming down, bro. Good to fucking finally sit down with you and that after all this time, man. But yeah, man, big up. Make sure you like, share, comment, subscribe, all of that good stuff, man. We're out of here.
Love.